Yes.
Yeah. You know, you guys have obviously got a camaraderie going. You know, you do the open mics together. BC's been my buddy for 20-something years. I will say this. The downfall of having a buddy when you do this shit is when you show up at a place.
Oh, I'm just going to take some notes here.
And he's like, well, I'm going to go first. And then 3 minutes in, he's like, the hell with it. And leaves you with the rest of the time.
It happened once. You let it go. It was 18 years ago.
Or when they start doing your material, because
like
theirs is
that's just fun.
I agree with him.
That is just fun.
We have like a little thing where this shit has happened a couple times, and I'll just go up there and tell someone else's jokes.
Yes.
Fucking ruin.
Oh no! And if you're gonna do it, boys and girls, do it when he's out of the room.
But yeah,
That, my friend.
Another thing we should do.
Oh my God! It's your bitch corner now.
The other shit where we do, like, we're sitting in a green room, or you know, the best thing about doing comedy is bullshitting with the other comics. That's the best part of it, because you talk about shit that if you went public, you'd be in prison. The best part is when you come up with a phrase or a word, something unseen, and you all have to throw it into your act at one point.
You think of a word that means
like.
Right, and you got to make a joke on the fly about it, and then we judge you. It's like, I need a 30-second bit on oatmeal. And then everyone's like, oatmeal? And then you got to figure out how to work oatmeal with your act. And not just the word, it has to be the topic.
Yeah, I've seen BC can go off on a tangent.
I don't know if he was deciding to be nice.
I didn't know where this is going.
I've seen him do 30 minutes on.
Look, he pissed me off. Are you talking about the Reynolds? They said I could do 30 on the first word.
Yes.
Anger drives a comedian to do things they probably shouldn't do.
Oh, and I have no idea what you mean by that.
I said to him, there's a level of comedy that's so easy to do once you get to a certain level that you can literally just take the first word the crowd says and do 30 minutes. I had a guy be like, no, you can't. It's not, blah, 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 blah. And of course, he just starts sighing. He's like,
shit, here we go.
You know. And so, okay. So I go up, I'm headlining, challenge accepted. First word I heard was German. Okay.
You can do 30 minutes on done.
You got to do it on the first word somebody says at the audience. And it can't be a word you asked for. It's not like improv. It's got to be just generic. It's got to be organic. Oh, okay. Oh, you're from, hey, where are you from? German? Okay, you're from Germany. Here we go.
I like BMW, sir.
I had a joke about a fucking Jewish guy driving a shitty VW. Because he had to, but...
Done comedy at the strip club yet?
Strip club. Like peekaboo? Oh, not yet.
Ooh, it's so fun, man.
Then there's
not what it sounds like.
And El Caliente. Don't forget the naked people. The El Caliente self.
Yeah, we did.
Can you do body shaming jokes at a strip club?
Well, the girls actually pay you to get off stage.
Because they need to pay some money.
El Caliente was the clothing option.
Wow.
And let's not forget about our big break in comedy, where we helped the hypnotist do the show at the strip club. Don't forget about that.
Big leagues.
Oh,
That's
please no.
because what you want to do is hypnotize a bunch of people who were there to annoy naked girls. It was wonderful.
All right. Today on the Comedy Corner, we have a double homogenized homicide in the exam room, a partnership whose dynamic is as finely tuned as a long-term, perhaps slightly exasperated domestic pairing, a duo with a deeply established, often contentious professional history. First, specialist who brings a technical knowledge of the stage. He's a veteran of the demanding New York black box theater scene, a comic who has established his career by developing complex one-man stage shows, proving his mastery over comedic architecture and pacing. He's the creator of the show Dadism. He represents the structural integrity of the evidence. It's Mr. B.C. Murphy. And joining him, we have a comic whose unique material has been tested against the high-stakes reality of the farm. His third-generation Florida daily farmer, whose relatable laughs-per-minute style is a proven success, heard by millions on Sirius XM radio and recorded under Larry the Cable Guy's Get Her Done records. He provides the market-based veracity of the specimen. It is the agricultural expert of humor, Mr. Tim the Dairy Farmer. Alright, look, I had a blast having these guys on the show. It sort of reminded me of this right here.
What?
I'm cold.
Here's some matches. Set yourself on fire.
Pretty much sums them up. So yeah, after this little ad read right here, we'll get into the show. So thanks for watching. Enjoy, folks. Folks, let me tell you, we have tremendous energy. We have the best energy. Everybody knows it. But you need to keep that energy, right? You need to maintain the focus. Genius level focus that we have here. I'm telling you, the old stuff. Coffee, sugar, precious. It's a total complete disaster. Nobody wants it. They come to me, the best people, the most tremendous people, tremendous scientists, and they say, Mr. President, how do you do it? How do you stay so sharp, so focused, always winning? And I tell them, it's not just the genetics, which by the way are top tier. It's this. It's this little bottle of Magic Mind.
Do we know Jake?
I don't know. Do we know you, Jake?
Yeah, I think I know you through Levi. I've seen you at McCurdy's, Tim. I know you guys are really big comedians, but I don't think we've met in person.
We're fat. Yeah, I don't know about big. Well, thanks for the compliment,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you for the compliment. Now we like to you sober check.
Yeah. Are you on something?
You
today,
want
man?
something? We're not big comedians. Barely.
Nice.
We just been doing it a long time.
Barely.
We're not. Yeah. So,
Mm.
all right. Where you at?
I'm in Venice. Yeah, right by the beach, Venice Beach.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. There was a hotel there.
Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn, right? Had a little theater attached to it. I wonder if that theater's still there.
I think they changed the name up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
We used to go to shows down there all the time.
Like the Venice Community
Where
Theater?
was the other place? No. There was a hotel. You had to go past the Venice Beach bypass. It was on the right-hand side, and it literally had like a 150-seat theater attached to it.
Okay.
This was years ago. I don't know if they still do it.
Yeah, I should check that out. I
Um,
mean, that sounds like it'd be right near me.
And there's a wine bar in Venice that used to do comedy. Right on that little tiny strip, where there's no parking.
Yeah.
Venice is cheap.
No,
It
not
looks
that,
like maybe when's the last time you've been there?
not that little strip. That little strip was nothing but money. That was like everyone strolled down there. They had the art bazaar and
Main Street.
Oh, right where you get over that little bridge.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's still pretty much the same.
they're not changing that. That's too much of a money maker.
Okay, I don't go to Venice.
You're not allowed to go.
No.
Do you want to start with the list of places that we're all not allowed to be at? We got a couple too.
Levi's banned from Kava Social Club.
I banned myself from there. Don't let them tell you that they banned me. I told them to fuck off, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty
Also,
sick-
Kava bars shouldn't be allowed to do comedy. That's the worst place you can do comedy.
No, any place where the majority of the patrons have septum piercing and blue hair, it's probably just not tell jokes around those people because they
Yeah,
don't find
they would
anything
offend
funny
me.
except watch get shot back on TV.
Yeah.
They think that's right.
You done comedy at the strip club yet?
Oh, not yet.
That's no fun, man.
Yeah. Then there's
It's not what it sounds
and
like.
El Caliente. Don't forget the naked people in El Caliente.
Yeah, we did.
Can you do body shaming jokes at a strip club?
Well, the girls actually pay you to get off stage.
Oh yeah, because they need to make some money.
Caliente was the clothing option.
Wow.
Oh, and let's not forget about our big break in comedy where we helped the hypnotist do the show at the strip club.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that.
The big leagues.
Oh,
That's
please tell. dude.
because what
Please
you want to
tell.
do is hypnotize a bunch of people who were there to annoy naked girls. It was wonderful.
Comedy Coroner.
Powered by Riverside FM.
All right, what's
Yeah.
up? How you guys doing?
Hey,
Good.
good, man.
Good, man.
We got a double banger on this one, dude. We got Tim the Dairy Farmer in BC. So you guys say what's up, man.
Welcome. We welcome all 10 of you guys who are watching this. We want to thank our followers out up in Steve. Keep working on probation. You'll get it. Be a model citizen. Who else listens to these things?
My mom said she was going to listen.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's nice.
I have a question to get started. This is called the Comedy Corner.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking toe tag.
Yeah.
And I'm also thinking coroner. He investigates dead bodies, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So does this mean Mike has
This
officially
is
died?
where you guys come to die. It's literally on the
Is this what this
tagline.
means?
On the
I don't even
tagline.
understand why you think we waited this long. Like,
Yeah, it died a
Yeah.
long time ago, didn't it?
yeah.
Uh,
Like if your comedy was a cat, all 9 lives are dead.
I would agree.
All
with that.
9.
I would agree with
That's
that.
why I tell my girlfriend about her vagina, dude.
After the night guy, I don't
Yeah,
know.
after the ninth guy, it probably does sound like that.
That's you got to stop at 8.
Why choose the name Comedy Corner?
Oh,
I
I
told
don't know.
Levi to pick a better name too.
What were we doing?
I had
when
so
we
many
made this
better
thing?
ideas, and he insisted on Comedy Corner.
Yeah.
What was the discarded name?
I don't think there was any. I think that was like the first one. No, wait, we had another one. Didn't we have another one?
We had like 2 or 3 good ones.
What was it? It was spit the bones. Wasn't that?
That was
Are we
another
in the
one.
right
that you
place?
came up with. I had a couple of good ones.
Is this the right answer?
Just like chew the meat, spit the
Spit
bones, dude.
The bones.
Spit the bones.
That was what the losing version of Comedy Corridor.
Oh,
Not spit the bit or spit the brain or just spit the
bones.
bones. Spit the bones.
I think we're at the wrong place.
Well, while you're here,
Yeah.
let's do an autopsy.
All
real quick.
right, all right.
No, man. So how did you guys get started at comedy?
I didn't start stand up until I got to Florida. I moved down from New York. I was never a stand up guy. Never. Maybe
20
like twice drunk, but no, never.
How long
So-
have you been doing it? 23?
Well, when I moved down, so it's got to be. I mean, I must have met you in 2002, right?
Yeah, I started in 2002. This is Tim the Dairy Farmer, by the way.
Oh yeah,
The other
I
guy's
started.
AC Murphy.
I started like 8 months before him. So
I actually, I took the comedy class at McCurdy's, and I met BC. He had taken the class before me, and I made him do an open mic, and we've been at we started doing open mics together started doing open mics together.
For anyone who listens outside of Bradenton, Phil, that would be you. Bradenton is extremely small, and the comedy scene would be, I mean, microscopic.
Mhm.
So if you do start in a small place, and I won't say rural, but tiny, you really got to find a partner or find a couple of people, find a cohort, and push yourself. Because if you're trying to do it yourself, you're just going to end up. Nobody wants to drive an hour and a half alone.
We go through that all the time. I think that's one of the reasons why we work out so good is because both of us have the same amount of drive. You're right; it's 100% so much easier to have someone else to be like, all right, I'm gonna make this 3-hour road trip back and forth to go spend 5 minutes on stage.
Right? Yeah.
We used to drive to Fort Myers to Laughing. What we figured 99 miles one way for 3 minutes.
My God.
Yeah.
And it was a
That's the
horrible
dream.
3 minutes.
Which is, and again, if you're outside the state of Florida, Phil, it's crazy because the I-4 corridor between Orlando and Tampa is actually kind of famous for the amount of open mics and stuff. But if you're below that I-4 corridor, you're in a comedy desert.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I mean, no offense to anybody down at Fort Myers. You guys are all great. I love you all, but
No, I mean they have Visanis and Snappers and like that whole.
No, but that's why I live in
But there's not
Venice.
even a
I have
bunch
to
of-
drive up for everything. It's dead past Sarasota. I go up to Sarasota. I go up to Tampa. I go up to Clearwater. I rarely go down.
yeah.
Yeah, we go to Tampa a lot.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it's weird because Florida has a reputation. You know, you got Carrot Top and Billy Gardell, and
Larry the Cable
Larry the
Guy,
Cable Guy. All these guys came in out.
Ryan Regan.
All of them came in out of that I-4 corridor.
And Segura and Kreischer come out of that area too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tampa guys.
Yep. Yeah. If you're anywhere near I-4, you're in good shape. If you're below it, you're.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But what BC's getting to is we started on open mics together, and then we had to have a buddy, and we would critique each other, die a million deaths.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, the good thing is you had somebody console you on the way home when you ate a big fat one. Sometimes it was fun to enjoy the pain of your buddy that just did horrible on stage.
I'll tell you, there's nothing better than watching one of your best friends bomb.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
the best thing.
When it's the only laugh you hear in the back,
It's just the
you know you've
chuckle
done it.
for me, dude.
It's BC basically, I don't know.
Are you guys 100% candid with each other? You guys
Yeah,
brutally
too
honest?
much.
Or here's my favorite
resent
part.
each other on the way home sometimes.
Yeah.
Here's what you need in a comedy partner. When you tell somebody something and they go, no, you're wrong. And you go, oh, okay. And then you support them wholeheartedly in what they're about to do. And then you hear the joke being told that you told them not to do. And not only is there silence, there's that awkward cringe. Ladies are clutching their purses kind of thing. And then you just die in the back. You just hear one
Comedian
laugh.
dog whistle, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So
It's been a long road. And then Ken Sons from McCurdy's, he hooked us up. There was Wacky Weavers in Brandon. It was a little shithole.
God.
Shithole of a
Wacky
club, and you were
Weavers.
lucky if 6 people showed up. But they were looking for MC.
Yeah, because what's his name? Vinny was getting married,
Yeah,
right?
The guy that was there getting married. So I think between the two of us, BC and I, might have had 15 minutes.
If that.
And so, fake it till you make it, man. We
Yeah,
got
we're up
Jock
there
as
every
the
week.
house MC or
MC.
feature. And
Yeah, sometimes there'd be no feature. Sometimes you would walk up there and he would be like, I just got a headliner, so you guys do about 40. Okay, all right.
yeah, so we tell jokes for 5 minutes and then just clap.
Oh, yeah. But it was a high pressure gig because the guy we were replacing was a professional stilt walker
Yes,
at Busch
yes.
Gardens. So that was, I don't want to say, we were following in giant footsteps, but
So yeah, that's been our road.
The bar pretty high for you guys.
Yeah.
I guess.
So
The next guy who followed you was too big for his britches.
too big.
Still.
He's too big. He was a hell of a hand. What do they call it? Low table magician? The
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand guy? Yeah, he did that crap. I mean, he had a good paying job at Busch Gardens. We were always like, why are you here? So,
Love of the game.
yeah, pretty much.
at least he wasn't a ventriloquist. Those people.
If I was still moonlighted as a drywall guy, man. You've seen
Yeah,
the Spanish guys on
Yeah.
those stilts all the time.
that's great. Never thought of that.
Yeah, he was something. He was, yeah. So, yeah, Wacky Weavers. Yeah, find a place.
Find a place.
Everyone. So every comedian you interview probably has a different opinion. Our opinion was this: find a single place and just suck there, because the more you go around and around sucking everywhere, then
You
that's
get a
your
reputation as sucking.
Yeah, dude, you're
So
firing
just-
off shots,
yeah.
lowering the rent. That's
Right.
fine, dude.
So we had 2 places, and we just hammered them until we got good. Fabs, yeah,
It was a pizza joint. It's still there.
yeah, outside.
Outside.
Where's
by
that
the
at?
dumpster. Downtown.
No, the dumpster was the,
The dumpster
place
was
in the
the hangar.
yeah, the hangar.
Yeah.
That's not there anymore. And the screen door to the kitchen was between the stage and the audience, and nobody, none of those guys gave a crap. The dishwashers. So you'd be doing jokes, and the door would open, and they'd be like going by with the garbage and stuff, like right, and it would slam shut.
It's like, just take this routine with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fabs and Wacky Weavers. You find a place, open an open mic, and just sit there.
Just suck there.
What's the worst mic you've ever done, Jake?
Probably any coffee bar. I don't think that they understand conceptually what comedy is.
Some are worse than others. Like even though I have a beef with Kava Social, that Manatee mic was probably the hardest one I ever did, because
I ran it, bro.
just
I
doing
would run it
jokes
for
for
Bill
the
Pettifer when he'd be gone, and it was a shit show. There would be 2 people there, and they both would be like transitioning and on hormones, or like coming off of opium addiction or something. It was wild.
Yeah, that's why these Kava and Kratom bars are so big, because a lot of people, like especially in this area in Florida, so many fucking opiate addicts. You use Kratom to get off the opiates.
That's how that works.
And so basically when you go there, you're like telling jokes to like an NA like an NA room.
Really?
Yeah, so yes, a bunch of either weirdos or
That's a new
ex-drug
demographic
addicts.
for us, buddy.
Not sure. Not
Is
sure
it-
the way that would roll.
Who's Kava got? Did that show already happen? That Saturday show that they were trying to book?
Oh, Johnny B's show at Kava Social? Yeah, that happened. I hope that they appreciated him. He's a funny guy. I think that he's wasted on the creative heads there.
Yeah, I don't know why he's swinging low on that. Seems
Maybe
like
they
it's
paid him
below
a good
his depth,
amount,
you know what
hopefully.
I mean?
I hope. Because those people are like,
Who was
they're
this?
all on their phones.
John.
Oh, Johnny B. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm
Maybe-
sure he did great, but
maybe
I
he
hope
was
that they
bored.
appreciated him because that crowd sucks.
He just wanted a challenge. Flips and libtards.
Maybe he lost a bet.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna start that rumor. Johnny B lost a bet. That's why he said. What are you guys' favorite places at around here?
Around here?
Just in
I mean,
Florida.
for us, it was the old Coca.
coconuts.
Yeah, because we could get up whenever we wanted, and we could try out new stuff immediately. Yeah, you could write your act in 8 months.
And you could go every week to be a new crowd.
Is that
Wow.
the St. Pete Beach one?
It used
It
the
used
old
to be
Sunshine Comedy. Before
right.
Bob.
It's Sunshine
we're talking
now.
about
It
the
used to
same
be the Oakland. Yeah.
I think Bob's cranking back up, trying to again.
Yep.
But like we've been doing coconuts for 20-something years. You know,
Wow.
back in the day, there was one time there was 30 of them, and then when I started, I think there was 5.
Yeah.
At Valdosta, Gainesville, St. Pete Beach,
Lake,
75 pipeline right
yeah,
there.
yeah. But that's between there and McCurdy's is where I've cut my teeth.
Nice.
And then the Saudis popped up. But I travel all over the country doing shows. So
Yeah, he's far more of a stand-up than I am. I don't even consider myself a stand-up.
Yeah, there was some talk of you joining Blue Collar, but was that something? I don't know. I just
well,
wanted to-
both
that
my
mentioned that to
albums,
me.
both of my albums are produced by Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, nice.
He's got a Get Her Done Records,
Mhm.
so he's produced both of my albums. But the Blue Collar's done. But I mean, I don't know what you call it. He produced my album. I can
got-
call him on the phone.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's pretty. That's
So,
pretty sick.
but he was I met him right before the Blue Collar took off. I opened up for him a couple times, and then
Yeah, I remember.
he was a
going,
Florida boy.
I remember going to Countryland to drive sales up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's what that is. But then I mainly do agriculture fairs, open up for country music acts. But
What was that? What was all the hot girls in 4-H or something? No, Future Farm FFA girls.
FFA.
Dude. They always had fat asses. I went to high school in Georgia, so
Georgia, all right.
right next to Athens. It's like
You
Well, that's
believe
where
it to be an
the
FFA?
ad college is at, isn't it? Yeah.
But do you
True
believe
McConnell's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you believe it to be because they're in FFA or just that they're in Georgia? Because
Nah,
I'd lean towards Georgia.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I did used to think it was like had something to do with like hormones and chicken, but for some reason in Florida it only works on titties. It doesn't give the white women here asses. You have to go to Miami to get those asses.
well,
But,
they inject them.
I'm gonna need to recap for a second.
Okay.
We maintain that the hormones in chickens in Florida only work on the top half of Caucasian women,
thank you.
not any other type of woman,
For
and
sure.
specific to the breasts.
Well, yeah, and the white women are the only ones that really need the asses, though. The rest of them seem to sort of have them with them.
Just by chance.
I
Would you
love how
have
much
a
research we've had doing. This is important. work.
study, leaked memo from the hormone
I'm
company?
thinking Levi's done some research on this.
Yeah, I'm just.
What exactly you're asking here? If I had a personal comparison of non-white asses to white asses,
Based
yes.
on
Yes, of
hormone
course, 100%.
Because I need
ingestion?
to look
Okay.
at that study.
yeah, I mean this is top secret confidential, but
You should do a documentary on this.
Lost my virginity to a black girl.
Did you?
100%.
Hell yeah.
People
You know
think
what's
I'm racist.
odd?
What was his name?
You know what's odd?
Get back to
Hold on a
that.
second. You know what's odd?
It's like, he's comparing every woman he's ever been or
Normally-
seen with that first ass.
Normally, a
Shout out to
line
Team
like
Terry,
that
yo, yo.
would be incongruous, just appear out of nowhere. However, given the conversations we've had in the past 15 minutes, it made perfect sense to close it. Yeah, just right there. And that's how I lost my virginity.
Yeah.
Boom. Right there.
All right.
Right there. To this day, when he sees a chicken with hormones in it, he gets a little stiffy. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, there is a cock joke. In this, and I just can't suss it out right now. Man, so what, you guys got anything coming up? You guys got any shows coming up?
Actually, I never do local stuff. I'm actually doing Lakewood Ranch. We're doing the beefs. We're raising money for Steve.
Steve Eric.
Yeah.
You know Steve Eric?
I don't know. This is like my least favorite question because I know a lot of people. I just don't remember them ever. You know what I mean? So I always
Steve Eric is a great guy. He's been doing comedy for.
Yes, one of the
He's
true.
one of the
true
true-
originals. One of the true like Florida boy, born and bred, and he was. He goes all the way back to when MTV was doing what's that show?
Spring Break down here.
Yeah, they were doing this, but Steve Eric was involved with that. Him and Lou Age Wolf, and he's going through something right now with cancer. So a bunch of comics are doing shows, around the area to raise
Hell yeah,
money.
dude. Love that. Do you know who Steve Eric is? Jacob?
No, sorry. My girl texted me, but no, I don't. He sounds amazing though. I try to know all these people, but I always hear new names. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, great guy.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Hell yeah.
Just a side note, my girlfriend's texted me 8 times. Just ignore her.
Yeah, I should.
I think she might have
it's in
texted
that
you by accident.
infatuation phase,
No,
where,
no.
like,
Actually,
yeah.
I'm an old man. I have my phone linked to my computer, so the shit pops up right here, and I don't have to look like a millennial checking my phone.
Jake, what is your claim to fame here with comedy? What's your, if somebody said, tell me about this guy, what's your 7-second pitch, buddy?
For sure. Yeah, I've been doing comedy about 3 years. Used to do improv before that. I do a lot of paid shows for the last year. I just had a show at Snappers Comedy Club this week, and then I also went on the radio, stand up for news. So I'm just doing everything that I can. I'm a young, hungry comic,
This week, did you work with Bull? Was he up there this week?
No, it was an improv show. I did stand up first, then improv. It was the Snappers, not in Fort Myers, the other one up in Palm Harbor, with Jimmy Copteros.
Got it.
You need to invite BC. He's the king of improv.
No,
Yeah, you
no.
are. Yeah, you are.
Jacob just got him. He just got
I'm
him.
very old.
Straight invitation to join that club from Jimmy. That's pretty cool.
It was
What
tough.
club?
They're
What
good
new
guys.
club?
They're probably-
I got like a little improv team that runs out.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Copteros.
Don't know.
Really funny
good
guy.
guy.
He just
These
did
guys
Phil
are
Tony.
around.
BC's
He's a little bit older. I think he's a little bit older than you.
Ask Jacob if he knows falsettos.
He won't. He's a baby. He's
Okay.
Jacob, where did you train for improv?
Yeah, so I trained in Cincinnati Improv Academy in right by UC. I did about 2 years of classes, and then I moved down to Florida to finish college about 3 years ago. And the stand-up scene is just bigger than improv, I felt like, so I switched over.
Yes. It's
But I
funny.
love both of them.
So, and you live in Venice. So I'm going to ask you a question that maybe you might be the only one who can answer. Don't you find the improv scene and the comedy scene below the I-4 corridor, I'm not saying St. Pete, Tampa, don't you find it to be almost identical where there's gatekeepers and no place to perform?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's monopolistic. They keep you out. Every few months you meet somebody and they're a really nice guy and they get you one show, maybe 2 shows. But there's no there's no steady progression. There's nothing consistent. You have to keep finding new opportunities every month or two.
And then,
You know.
and then nobody comes to support, and then everyone cries to do
Yeah.
their shows.
It would be much easier if there was like a good spot that was just like, hey, let's have you work your way up through, the years, and you're going to get known, and so that. But it's fine. I go where I'm wanted, and I do the shows that I got to do, and hopefully sometime I'll get at a comedy club, because that seems like a good progression. But maybe I'll just move to New York too.
We could
That's
do
like
that.
a great spot.
All right, you want to talk about mission? Dude, I was giving the gold finger to some octopusy and got my thunderballs completely drained. I mean, drained. She didn't say Dr. No, not once, and I thought I was done. Finito. I was about to turn into the golden gun. God damn it. You want to talk about a mission? I was giving the gold finger to some octopusy and got my thunderballs completely drained. I mean, drained. She didn't say Dr. No, not even once, dude, and I thought I was done, Fido. I was about to turn into the man with the golden gun who couldn't pull the trigger, but then I slammed a scoop of Gubby energy. Instant focus, instant resurrection, no sugar, no jitters, just that clean, pure energy hitting my brain like a coded transmission. It gave me the power to flip the script, dude. And thanks to W Energy, I smashed the living daylights out of the spy who loved me. The room was spinning, the bed was rocking, and I was seeing through time. It was an incredible performance. It was quite a specter, actually. W gave me the endurance to endure the inevitable. It turns out that this potential flop into an epic franchise isn't just a secret sauce that makes it possible. It leaves you looking like a dried out Hudson escape. Goddamn. Motherfuck. Where's the fucking marker thing? Dude, recently I was on a mission. I was given the gold finger to some octopusy. I got my thunderballs completely drained. I mean drained, dude. She didn't say Dr. No once, dude. But then at the end, I thought I was done. I thought I was Speedo. I was about to turn into the man with the golden gun who couldn't pull the trigger. But then I slammed a scoop of W energy. I might have snorted it. Instant focus, instant resurrection, no sugar, no jitters, just that clean, pure energy hitting my brain like a coded transmission. Gave me the power to flip the script, dude. Thanks to W energy, I smashed the living daylights out of the spy who loved me, dude. The room was spinning, the bed was rocking, and I was seeing through time. It was an incredible performance. Quite a specter, you know what I mean? W gave me the endurance to endure the endurable. It turns a potential flop into an epic franchise. It's the secret sauce that makes an impossible mission possible. Shout out to the Space Formers. And you'll be sharp enough for the next mission. Look, don't let your inner agent run out of juice. Go to w.gg right now. And that special clearance discount, the one that lets everyone know you're planning to win, use code Coroner at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. W.
Yeah.
We could go just, quit making actual money and work as busboys at McCurdy's, and eventually in 10 years I'll be on the stage there.
Yeah.
I have a kid. I need money now.
That's true.
But not to kid on those guys that are doing it. Like, Tony and Carson, those guys are taking, like, that's the road.
I respect the hell out of that.
They have like dude, and they run that mic, and those are young dudes.
Feel your pod, but that's like one of the only good mics in Sarasota.
Yeah, and that's one that you can go to. They'll put up 20 comedians if 20 comedians show up. McCurdy's. Yeah. That's the one thing about McCurdy's. It takes so long to do their open mic. It takes 6 weeks.
Sign up
on the sign up list, yeah. Which is nuts, dude. You know what I mean? Because we've been doing comedy in this area for 3 years, and we literally don't even call that like our home base because we've done so many more mics at different places.
When BC and I started at McCurdy's 20-something years ago.
In order to class, dude.
I remember.
Sorry,
yeah,
I mean, if you're in the area taking the class, I mean, you get to meet Ken. I mean, he's gold. You get to
Yeah, I
meet
took the
Les.
class. It taught me a lot.
So I know
It did,
Les.
yeah. And Les will also be very, very generous with the business side of comedy. And I'll even say this: Pam McCurdy is really smart about the ins and outs of club running. You know, she kind of handles the back office, I'll say.
Yeah, my girlfriend worked there when we first met. So.
Yeah.
Pam's the brains.
Yeah, no less if you're listening. You got them too, buddy. Yes, Pam is the brains, but they're both very, very generous. If you go in and ask them very specific questions, I toyed with the idea of opening something in Lakeland, and he was ridiculously gracious, helping me learn the numbers and learn everything else about it. And then Pam, I can't say enough about him.
Yeah.
So if you are a young comic who also wants to learn the ins and outs of the other side of comedy, they're a great resource.
Yeah, see, I think
Yeah.
I thought this but now I don't think it's even that true. But I thought that they didn't really fuck with me that much because I never took their class. And I'm like, whenever I talk to any, especially comedians on here, any comedians that we do shows with, I'm literally the only person that hasn't taken the class. And,
Here's, listen,
You can learn some
I
stuff.
met
It's
you
fast.
at
yeah, I mean, it's not anything I'm not considering. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I'm above it by any means.
I've judged the last 2 open mic contests.
Mhm.
I don't know how many of those people have or haven't taken the class, but from what I saw from so many comedians was stage presence they might have had some decent jokes, but their stage presence was horrible. They couldn't hold the mic right. They talked like marbles in their mouth. They were reading their shit off the phone. They were staring at the floor. The one thing about McCurdy's, like, you're either, in my opinion, you're either funny or you're not. So McCurdy's might help you write a joke. That they'll tell you the structure of a joke. But the biggest thing they help you with that I can remember was basically stage presence. Because when the crowd's looking at you, when you walk out and you hit that mic, you've literally got 3 seconds. And if you fuck around for the first 3 seconds, now you've got to you're trying harder. But I would say, just from the fact that I helped McCurdy judge the last 2 open mic contests, that was the biggest thing, because all of us back there judging have been doing comedy for 20 to 30 years apiece. And that stage presence says a lot more than jokes. Like when BC and I started out, I used to hug that microphone and with both hands. And you were not, that was my safety blanket, man. Like I was, and finally he's like, dude, you're closing. Yeah, you're closing the crowd off. And BC literally duct taped my thumbs to my back pocket. And I had to do my set so it would open my chest up. But McCurdy's, I love him. I mean, that's where I started out. BC and I worked there a lot.
Yeah. I'll go one step further and branch away from McCurdy. Again, if you're in a town that is like Sarasota, the other thing that, and a ton of older comics will be like, oh, you don't need a class. You're funny. You just get up there. And I hate that spaghetti against the wall approach. I can't stand it. The thing about going to something like that is it also gives you a cohort. You meet 4 or 5 people. Well, that's all you need now to start doing your show. Right? There's nothing wrong, and I cannot emphasize this enough to current open micers. There's nothing wrong with a short, sweet open mic. If you only got 5 guys, go do a 40-minute open mic and walk away. Trust me, it is 5 times better to do that than try and pad for an hour and a half.
Yeah, less is more. I 100% agree with that.
Oh, trust me, you'll go to mics where they're like, oh, we gotta go 2 hours. I'm like, no, we don't. We really don't.
Yeah, that's no. I've literally learned how to sort of
We
diffuse
lost
my own shit
Jacob.
like that.
We lost Jake.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Okay.
He's probably ripping gravity bombs or something. Just doesn't want you guys to see it. No, his internet connection sucks on Venice, so we go through this a lot. I have like a
Well, let's talk about him for the next.
yeah. Let's go. Let's go. So the Jews.
Weasel
You think
sucking.
you think they're gonna give Trump that Nobel Peace Prize next year or what?
Can I recap for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he believe?
'Cause I've been taking notes too.
Does he believe a separate religion is in charge of the Nobel Peace Prize that's given?
No.
No. I'm recap.
Sorry.
We were giving out ass awards earlier.
Is
Now,
does he? I'm just wondering. I'd like to see where he does his research. I'd like to see that treatise on large forecast religions giving out peace prizes / flat ass white women without enough chicken.
I mean,
That is
that is a wild Venn diagram.
I'm anxious to see what the highlight.
right. What's the Venn diagram of that? What's the Venn? Hey, there's one. And in the middle of that tiny little circle is Amy Schumer. That's it. That's the entire.
One fat ass Israeli. No, that's yeah. A lot of my shit is jaded. I mean, it's just it's how it came up. It's the only way I know how to deal with the world. But as far as my research goes, my research is pretty good, dude. I mean, I had William Ramsey Investigates in my podcast yesterday. I mean, as far as researchers go, that guy's fucking top of the line.
William Ramsey.
William Ramsey.
I don't know.
You know, Bill.
Bill Ramsey.
Bill Ramsey.
Bill
Is
Ramsey.
Is it Dave Ramsey's
Yeah,
brother?
it's Bill. We met him in college. He used to do the splits.
Jewish guy.
Well, he claims
He was dating a white girl with big ass.
It wasn't. Yeah.
All right.
His hair was curly. But, no. Billy's a good guy.
Billy's a good guy.
All right.
Billy.
It's the name dropping portion of the segment. No, but I was trying
killing
to do
one of
this,
those fucking palmetto bugs. Sorry. These things are gigantic.
smoking a roach is what he meant.
No.
Tell, dude.
Wrong. I hit my dab pen after killing the palmetto bug.
As a celebration.
You
should have left the camera on. I would literally love to see.
Yeah, that would have been the highlight of the show. What are your goals at you two?
Oh yeah, we're on Comedy Corner.
You want to go?
Jacob, what's your goal out of this podcast and comedy?
Yeah,
What's your goal out of doing comedy?
Yeah, that's a great question. I really want to.
Yeah,
I want to find a way to share my comedy with the largest audience possible. Like if I could get on Netflix someday or Madison Square Garden. I'm young. I have my whole life. So, I'm going to just spend my whole life trying to get good at this like you guys.
It's very interesting. Who do you define as your audience? Very interesting.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think right now it's not a lot of people, but it's growing. And,
That's his closer right there. Good night. And good night.
Yeah, right around it's Billy Ramsey and a few buddies of mine and some flat ass white women.
We call them TV screens. Palettes, that's another one.
So your goal is to be famous?
I don't know. My goal is to be really fucking funny. I think that's what you should focus on. The fame might come. You never know. You could get canceled, right? I'm not really focused on being famous. My goal is to be really fucking funny.
All right. We'll kick it over to Eli. What do you want to get out of this, man?
Eli.
Luke and that. That's actually an inside joke.
We all call Levi Eli too. I love that you did that. He's fucking Eli forever now.
They only do that because I'm not Jewish, but on my resume, I'm definitely
he's more
Jewish than
looking
all of
than
these
me
guys.
or the other Jews we know.
My middle name's Seth.
Nice.
Super Jewish names. But,
And he's an
pretty much
accountant.
Greek, so. Yeah, I just covered that. But anyways, my dude. The only thing that I would like to be able to do is like not have to fucking wake up and go to work. I could wake up, fucking dive into some research, find some shit that's funny, maybe find some sort of fucking rabbit hole to fall down. You know what I mean? Like just be able to live the same way I live right now without having to work and be able just to do this full time.
But no.
I mean, I do it as like a producer.
But it is.
You know what I mean?
But it is work. I mean, you go back to the famous Seinfeld calendar. You know, he put an X in a box on his wall every day to make sure he was doing the work. Or what's his name, Meacher, who would dress up in a suit and go down to his basement to type in his typewriter. You know, I mean, I don't know. I think if you're going to be a legitimate stand-up, you have to have a new act every 12 months, if not 8 months.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's one thing too and it's good. It's refreshing to hear you guys say that, or you say that, because the shit that gets drilled down to us from a lot of these older comedians is like, do 5 minutes, do that 5 minutes, drill that 5 minutes. When you think you got that 5 minutes down, do it 100 more times. Don't write any new jokes. Just master this 5 minutes. I'm like, how long am I supposed to be doing this 5 minutes for?
They want you to do 5 minutes.
So I'm not allowed to write new. I can't.
You know,
It's sort of like that mentality halts you from growing yourself. Though.
You take it.
You got to get your 5 minutes down, but you got to get that 5 minutes. You got to cut the fluff out. You got to know, like BC used to tell me, because I used to, like, I would go blank on stage, and BC would yell at me and say, "What was the line? You need to be able to roll out of bed at 2 in the morning, roll the hooker off of you, wipe the coke off your nose, and do that 5 minutes verbatim." Now that's what they're saying. Now that 5 minutes, that's your core, but you're building onto that 5 minutes. You're tagging it with new stuff. You're segueing that 5 minutes.
It's like an intersection.
Because
this way,
but I don't think they mean just do that same. But it's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But like when I became Tim the Dairy Farmer, my first joke I ever wrote, which we wrote on the way home from an open mic, and I was telling BC about how my buddy's cows, his employees, had planted marijuana in the field, and the cows got into it. The cows got so stoned the cows couldn't make it to the barn. They just walked in circles, and Publix couldn't sell the milk because it smelled like weed. And he's like, "That shit I need to know." So my first joke as Tim the Dairy Farmer was my cows ate an entire field of marijuana. We had to sell it as organic milk. You know? So that was my core thing, but then you just keep popping off. And that 5 minutes, actually, you want to take it, you want to open strong with part of it, and you always have to have it in your back pocket as your closer.
Yeah.
You want to start strong, and you want to end on the high note. So that 5 minutes, it fades and
I'll take it from a historical context.
Of course.
These older guys are telling you 5 minutes. It's the year 2025. They're telling you 5 minutes because everything in comedy up until, about 5-6 years ago was based on 4 minutes and 30 seconds. That was your entire life. That was your career. Because when you got onto the late night shows, you had 4 minutes and 30 seconds, not 32 seconds, not 28 seconds. All right. And the other reason they go back to that is if they hire you as a MC, okay, and they expect you to do 10 minutes up front and maybe 3 minutes of announcements and fluff before the headliner, okay, they want to know that at least half of what you're going to say is funny. So that's why that 5 minute has become a thing. Going back to what you two guys are doing, I believe that's been diluted because now with podcasts and everything else, you got people going to comedy shows that are used to like conversation. So.
But that, just interrupt you for 1 second. That is the reason why we do this, though, because you can't tell how funny someone is within 5 minutes a lot of times. You know what I mean? Like
you can't tell in 2025. because the goalposts have moved. Trust me, you could tell in 2020.
Well, I can tell if
you could tell.
someone's funny, but
Yeah.
I can't tell how funny they are. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
5 minutes is not like if I think your 5 minutes is funny, I want to hear you come talk to me for an hour. That's literally the reason why we do.
I remember we were about 10 years into doing this when we could literally sit in the back of the room and tell you where a comic was trained in this country. It's because the LA guys, the West Coast guys would come out and they would have blistering 20-minute sets.
Hard, like last
Just
for second.
blistering. Just, oh my God, I can't go up.
Competition
And then
level
for
out
the
there,
next 40 minutes, they would suck wind because out there, 20 minutes was
Sitcom.
yeah, and 20 minutes was
22
all you got, no matter who you were. Okay, the Midwest guys and the Southern guys would come in and they'd be telling stories.
Mhm.
Steve Harvey.
That's like the Southern comedian shit that I've noticed.
Yes, because they're working the road.
Mhm.
You know, you and I both know there are comics out there who've never left the coast, who have TV
I know a ton of
shows, who have and then there's a bunch of comics. You know, Foxworthy famously said after his first sitcom, "I'm never going back to LA," and they literally had to go to Atlanta to get him to come back and do stuff because he was like, "Nope, not going." You know, so and then the New York guys, every 4.5 minutes was a reboot. Every 4.5 minutes.
What region do you think the funniest comedians come from? I have a theory about
The question isn't the funniest comedians. The question is who's the funniest in that region because they always come to the top.
I'm just talking about like per capita. Do you know what I mean? On average versus the amount of people that live there and the amount of comedians that are doing.
I would have to say the East. I would say New York to Baltimore has to be the most cutthroat.
Boston.
Boston. Okay, Boston to Baltimore
pretty funny.
is
Saying that.
yeah. Boston to Baltimore has to be the most cutthroat.
It's just so much stuff in it to be able to live in that little tri-state area out there and be able to go to Philly, New York, Baltimore. You know what I mean? Within a couple hours.
Yes.
Like that would be so
The fast
killer.
track.
You know what I mean? Like
kid living with his grandmother in Baltimore who goes up to New York. James's friend.
Oh shit!
Anyway,
he didn't like you. I just remember that.
get in line.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, but I've been all over the country, and it is pretty wild. Like, I know I'm gonna do great in the South. I'm gonna do great in the Midwest. Kind of do decent in the Southwest, but you get me up into those. Like, I take that back. I've been in, Niagara Falls. I've been in northern New Jersey, and I do well. But you get me where it's high rises, I have a tough time.
Yeah.
And I know it. Like, I went to the Boston Comedy Festival years ago, and I got my ass handed to me. I mean, it was eye opening.
Yeah.
But it's But as a comic, it makes you stronger because you're like, okay, I'm good in my little pond, and then you go somewhere else and you're like, fuck, I'm horrible. You know what I'm saying? And but you got to expand your wings.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing Jacob and I believe in. Like we go to Tampa probably at least once a week from here. We work shows in Port Charlotte, Venice. I think when's the next November 8th? Is that the next Foxtrot?
Charlie Foxtrot, yeah.
Jacob?
Yeah.
Where's that?
That's in Port
It's
Charlotte.
down
It's
in- yeah, that's right.
1700 Indiana Drive in Port Charlotte. It's a veteran-owned brewery. We've done 3 or 4
It's a good
shows
crowd.
there.
It's just a mic, but it gets a
But,
full room.
Yeah, you guys have murdered there. It's right up your guys' alley. But yeah, we've been trying to get that spot to do a showcase like once a month. Our buddy Casey Rourke, he's the other dude that's on this podcast a lot with us. He's the one that sets that up.
He said that.
So like
room,
the way
yeah.
that he did like a couple featured comedians and then an open mic at the end type deal. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you come in and see some real seasoned guys.
Have you done the pop-up comedy shows at all?
Mm-mm.
I did one of them recently.
Where was that at?
It was at the Yingling Brewery up in Tampa. And
It's Busch Gardens.
yeah, right across the street,
Yeah.
pretty much. But yeah, I mean, it was great that there was 3 comics, but 2 before me both came over from Orlando, and then I closed it out. But it was fun, man. I'd never done those, but I guess you don't as a audience member, you don't find out where they're at, where the shows are at until that day.
Do you guys have booking agents, or do you guys do all this shit yourself?
I literally don't do that much stand up. I just
What I'm saying are people calling you for shows, or do you have someone that's feeling out?
Well,
for
it's
you?
just networking with other comics here.
Yeah.
You know.
So no agent. That's
I have one from I have a couple of them from my corporate work, but even that I do a lot myself. But as far as shows, no, you got to go in and prove who you are. I mean, here's another aspect that we both, you know, you're always you start out, you want to get that MC spot. You know, you're doing your time, you're not getting paid, and you're sitting through a whole damn show just to say goodnight. And then you get that feature spot. And that feature spot is the sweet spot. Like to this, like I'm featuring at the Sonny's in 2 weeks for my buddy Dale Jones. I love Dale Jones. Back when I started, he was the guy that I'm like, I want to be like him. But the feature spot is great because there's no pressure on you. You can work new material.
Yeah.
You can eat a big fat dick. The headliner's got to close the show. But, you know, a lot of guys, when they get to the feature spot, then like, oh, I got a headline. No, just use that third 20, 30-minute spot and build up your 45 minutes and build up whatever, and you'll get good enough as a feature. You'll know when it's time to headline, when the headliner is like, I don't like following you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the headliner has to work his ass
probably the
off,
best compliment you can get.
That's the best compliment you get. But then not only that, but the guys that are booking the shows are like, hey, listen, next time. So like we've seen comics back in the day that were like, they're pushing, they got to get to that next level, but they're not ready. They're not funny,
right.
You know. And
then
so they get that headlining job, and you know, you suck. That's all people remember.
Yeah.
It's like when comics post something online, like, okay, here's my 3 minutes at whatever, and I'm going to put it on Instagram or whatever, and it's horrible. Well, you know what? The internet's forever, and so when a booker like wants to, so let's see who this guy is, and like, you know, so
I think I posted my second ever open mic. It wasn't even an open mic. I was like a featured comedian at Diggs Landing. I do like intermissions between the bands. Dude, I was horrible.
And have you pulled that off the internet?
I go up and I look at those fucking comments all the time, and that's like what, you know. Hey, you got to keep right, because the one that burnt the most was like, is this dude doing intermission at the Catalina wine mixer after it's over?
Yeah,
it was just like, and that was stuff with me because it was
diabolical.
exactly like, it's just like a picture of the river, a stage, no one in the crowd, and I'm just fucking.
The Catalina fucking wine mixer.
Yeah, he burned me. I sent that dude a DM. I was like, yeah, thank you.
I saw that post. You commented, I'm not even gonna lie, that was funny. Fuck you, or something like that. Like, you didn't even try to come back from it.
No, I mean, that's when you get eaten up like that. That's you just gotta show your mouth.
You just gotta take.
I will say this. You know, you guys have obviously got a camaraderie going. You know, you do the open mics together. BC's been my buddy for 20-something years. I will say this. The downfall of having a buddy when you do this shit is when you show up at a place.
Oh, I'm just going to take some notes here.
And he's like, well, I'm going to go first. And then 3 minutes in, he's like, the hell with it. And then leaves you with the rest of the time.
Literally, it happened once.
It happened. No.
You let it go. It was 18 years ago.
Or when they start doing your
You
material
guys are
because
like
theirs
the
is
whole married couple.
That's just
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. I agree with him.
That is
Because
just
we
fun.
have like a little thing where this shit has happened a couple times in our little group where just go up there and tell someone else's jokes.
Yes.
Fucking ruin
Oh no! And if you're gonna do it, boys and girls, do it when he's out of the room.
Oh yeah,
because
that's the best.
that,
They
my
don't even
friend.
know. They don't even know.
another thing we should.
Oh my god, it's a bitch corner now.
The other
What?
the other shit where we do like we're sitting in a green room or the best thing about doing comedy is bullshitting with the other comics. That's the best part of it because you talk about shit that if you went public you'd be in prison. But the best part is when you come up with a phrase or a word,
Oh
something
yeah,
unseen,
yeah.
and you all have to throw it
Right.
into your act at one
Yeah.
point.
You think of a word that
It
means
could be like
right, and you got to make a joke on the fly about it, and then we judge you.
All right, name a word. Jake and I will both work this into our act.
No, you got to do it like right.
right. No,
Right before open mic.
Right
organic.
before you
Okay.
Yeah,
get
right
on
before open
stage.
mic, you got to be like,
I
all
know
right,
what you're saying, but I was saying,
all right, we
I
need.
want to take.
I need a 30-second bit on oatmeal, and then everyone's like oatmeal, and then you got to figure out how to work oatmeal into your act, and not just the word; it has to be the topic. Don't.
Yeah, I've seen BC. BC is BC can
Words
go off
escape
on a
him.
tangent.
I don't know if he was deciding to be nice.
I've
or
seen-
mean,
I didn't
but
know
he
either. I
was-
didn't know where this is going.
I've seen him do 30 minutes on.
That was look. He pissed me off. Are you talking about the Reynolds? They said I could do 30 on the first word
Yes,
said.
yes.
Anger drives a comedian to do things they probably shouldn't do.
Oh,
And,
I have no idea what you mean by that.
I said to him, I said, there's a level of comedy that's so easy to do once you get to a certain level that you can literally just take the first word the crowd says and do 30 minutes. And I had a guy be like, no, you can't. It's not, blah, 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 blah. And of course, he just starts sighing. He's like,
Oh shit! Here we go.
you know. And so, okay. So I go
Challenge
up.
accepted.
I'm headlining. Challenge accepted. First word I heard was German. Okay,
Let's go, dude.
let's go.
I mean, you can do 30 minutes on Kanye. That's pretty.
So, no, you got to do it on the first word somebody says out of the audience. And it can't be a word you asked for. It's not like improv. It's got to be just generic. It's got to be organic, Oh, okay. And, you're from, hey, where are you from? German? Okay, you're from Germany. Here we go.
I like the NWs, or
Yeah, dude.
just
I had a joke about a fucking Jewish guy driving a shitty VW because he had to, but he
Right.
refused to take he wouldn't drive a Mercedes, but then he had to take. I can't remember how it goes, but it was pretty funny. It was basically just about Jacob.
So wait,
Wait, hold on a second. No, wait, and one
It
more
was
thing.
not
What
about
really-
me.
There's an entire show that makes millions of dollars for Paul Provenza called The Set List, which is exactly what I just described. And yet you have these comedians go, no, it can't be done. I'm like, it's literally whatever. Jake, you have to have done that. You like The Set List?
Yeah.
If you guys haven't, you should do it. Oh, now they're doing, what's the thing? Pull it from the jar?
Yeah, that's the last guy we just had on, Jimmy
Yeah,
Copteros.
I've
He
looked
was
at
on.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
and you
played
pull
bunch
from
of
the jar.
games. Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
did
he's-
pull it from a hat. Just the
Plus,
same
you got
fucking
something
thing.
across faster from me. He does tons of shit up there in the
Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys in touch. He'll probably
But
want
he
to
also-
book you because he books headliners
all
for
the way up
comedy
from
shows, and then he also books improv people.
I don't do a lot of.
Yeah, we're just not. Yeah, we're just not.
But you don't do a lot of what?
I don't do a lot of clubs anymore.
All
I like in November I'm in Maine, Minnesota.
I thought you were gonna say like gluten or something like that.
No. I'm more in the corporate world.
But hey, that's
That's the
I think that's the same for like even like the work that I do, like building houses and shit. Going corporate, doing that work is so much easier and it pays so much more than doing residential. You know what I mean? Just the overages are more. The
Yeah, but you get paid better because you're not going to open up with an
You guys,
F-bomb.
you
You're
mean
not
you
gonna talk
prefer
about
to do corporate comedy?
it.
I don't know if I've ever brought up pallets on stage. I don't think I have. So.
But you got Carmen Circocillo. He's construction comic. You know.
Oh,
But
yeah, I've
that's
seen him do a show. He's so funny.
that's another venue. Like, you know, you told me you'd like to get up and just do comedy and research. I mean, you don't have to just do stand up. You could be a writer. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you could write for.
No,
I know
you're
some big name comics.
you're
that
nailing
they-
that,
that
dude.
they-
Like, literally,
stand-up, Levi.
I was a musician for a long time, for like 20 years.
Is there anything you haven't done? Your
No,
accountant?
this is like no, I transferred from being a musician as like
He's a jack
my
of all trades.
being a
So we got a
comedian.
musician, a comedian, an elite trim guy, an accountant, and a researcher.
A white
of
ass
white asses.
connoisseur.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Connoisseur, I like that. A white ass
connoisseur of asses.
connoisseur. You think like when you think he's like a wine
They call
connoisseur, you
them
think it's like,
pogs, just so you know. They're pogs. They're fat ass white girls. That's
I-
what they call 'em.
so you think
Callback.
like when he sees somebody, he's like,
And naturally, he
I
does-
see hints of, I guess it's
ADHD because I can't figure out what the fuck I want to do with my
I
life.
see
That's
hints
pretty
of
much what it-
crawlers and donuts in his ass with a slight
No, dude, I don't-
slight aftertaste.
I don't do bread or anything like that. No bread, no sugar. Lost 35 pounds in like 4 months.
Good
Just
for
cut
you,
that out.
man.
Let's recap.
I gained it back drinking beer.
We're talking about white women's asses, and he suddenly is giving me
Health advice?
Well, I was going to the beer bottle ends up. No.
Wow.
It's
like I can't follow a thread. Now I'm just staring at Jake's ceiling.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's been a
Did he
murder.
pass out?
he's definitely grabbing bong now. He's got it on his smoke detector in case his house catches on fire, and then we can call 911. This is standard. If you guys have ever seen the show, probably not. I mean,
I didn't even know it was like a video show.
what do you think?
But do people actually sit and watch this video?
Yeah. There's a lot more people that watch the videos than subscribe to my channel.
Okay.
And then I make
Because
sure
they don't want to be on that list.
Yeah. I mean, who would want to own up to this?
Yes.
Dude? I'm not even subscribed myself.
All right.
So there are people right now, sometime in the future, who are going to be staring at Jake's ceiling, listening to bubbling.
So what I do is I cut his track. I widen these ones so it's just the two of us.
I got
then when
it.
he pops back on, then I give him a little bubble down
Okay.
the bottom. So he says something, then I give him like an equal size space. But yeah, the beauty of this relationship
And
that
what-
I have with Jacob is I have final edit.
Okay.
So
And will people comment on this?
yeah, we've had a couple.
Yeah. I shame I'll never know what they say.
I know, but I literally the only comments are here from the first video I ever put out of my stand-up on Instagram. So if you guys want to go watch me be fucking horrible, check that out.
No, we've been to the open mic. We're good.
Yeah, teed you up right there.
Nah,
Do that. You guys play golf?
I don't.
No.
Ever have?
No. No.
I played a few times. Drink a can of beer before you tee off at each hole. That's
Yeah, we used to play slap the bag when we play golf. So we take a box of wine, pull the bag out of the box, hang it on the golf cart like a fucking IV, and then every bad shot you have to do something like sexually gay to the bag and then take a huge drink out of it.
Why? What did the bag do? It's minding its own business. And for those of you who didn't see it, he was
Jacob's bag.
gesticulating with his
It was
hands
a little tickle.
like he was
like the dirty trombone.
like the dirty. Yeah, he was dirty tromboning. And
It's a reach
bag of
around.
wine.
It's a reach around in the front. Is what that is. It's,
Jesus.
It was
Maybe
a
that's why I
dirty
don't like-
trombone, folks. Sexual act.
yeah, dude. Then we started. My aunt got me on this one where we'd microdose. We'd take like a quarter hit of acid before we play golf, just to lock you in.
Yeah, but
Yes,
Hey,
right.
that shit doesn't
It's-
work, dude. It
Yeah.
does. You go pee wood in the woods once, and you're fucking. They're like, where have you been for the last 2 hours? Like, staring at this tree bark, dude. Just just really high for no reason.
I want to
Playing
play
golf.
I want to be. It's dude walk into the woods and just wait
Yeah.
for the hooting of an owl.
Yeah.
And there you go. Just,
No, she's wild.
You must be Levi's on.
She lived on like an Indian reservation for like 20 years. Followed the Grateful Dead around for a long time.
Was she Indian?
Now she's like the head of the health department in Rochester, New York. So
Why not?
that's how we
yeah.
get to Fauci, dude. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy. Yes.
Do I
Just
need
getting
to
way
do
too
another
much
recap?
insight into my head.
Do I need to?
No.
Okay.
We're supposed to be outside seeing you guys. You guys are turning.
Ask us. Come on, let's get. We're done with the fluff. Ask us a couple of hard
All right,
questions and let's
all
close
right.
up.
Cut the deck, dude.
What is going on? Do you do any preparation for these shows?
Yeah. I got videos loaded. I got
Are these
everything. But you
Cards
guys are
Against
just. You
Humanity?
guys are funny enough.
Prepare at all?
I haven't had to go to my shit because you guys are just. You can't look at them. Just pick one.
Okay.
Flip.
Here you go. Yeah, pick a
Shit.
question. I wouldn't take that one. That's a bad one. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take this one.
All right, now you take them. Now switch them,
Oh, switch them.
and
Oh,
you
you took the bad one.
answer his question as him, and you answer that question as him.
I answer this as Tim.
Yep.
What's the question?
When was the last time you had the butterflies?
Wait, make sure that's the real question. Because he will make shit up.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the question.
Okay.
I have to answer like Tim.
Yeah.
The last time I had the butterflies?
Well, I gotta tell you, getting the butterflies is common on the farm, okay? Because we got butterflies that just fly all around. So when I was 7, my daddy told me, go catch the butterflies in the middle of the lake. But he didn't care about the butterflies. He just wanted me to go out there and get this chain that had been sunk. And I was supposed to drag it back home. And then another time, I got the butterflies once. Then I was in Mexico, and you can get antibiotics pretty easy down there. So I took about 3 hits of Mexican penicillin, and the butterfly went away. And there was another time I was going to get a tattoo butterfly, but I thought to myself, I don't think I should put each wing on separate cheeks because that just makes...
Sorry. That's pretty good.
That was on point.
It was on point.
That was on
Butterfly
point.
ass tattoo is so
So BC.
wild. All right.
So as my question is, BC is, what are 3 cities you could see yourself living in?
Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? This is horse shit.
Because,
dude.
you know,
It's,
my name's BC
What's
Murphy. And of course it's Irish. And I'm originally from Connecticut. And then for a long time I lived in New York City. And of course I was homeless. And I always wanted to move some other cities. So my first choice, I wanted to go to San Francisco because I do suck dick on the side. And it's a good place. It's a lot of fun.
Escalate. Okay.
Yeah. San Francisco's a lot of fun. I like rainbows. Another place I really enjoy is why I moved to Florida is Plant City. Plant City, you know, it's right on I-4. I could drive to Tampa or Orlando and just die on stage at no matter what open mic I went to. But they had the Strawberry Festival, and I was always a Strawberry Shortcake fan as a kid. And of course, someday, my dream city is probably going to be. Well, I haven't figured that out yet, but
that's it.
That's
that's
it?
He
it.
tailed out.
Couldn't even give me a third city.
Now, what would be the third city for you?
My third city to live in, Duluth, Minnesota. I always thought, yeah.
Warmest place in Minnesota.
I just thought the idea of living in Duluth and bringing my personality there.
Have you seen Fargo?
I
That's what
have.
would happen.
Yeah.
They would take your uptight, educated ass and run you through a chip church.
I don't know. You know what my least favorite city is? Right here.
Dude, catching one of you guys in the waiting room at the proctologist would make my.
I go once a month just for fun.
Yeah.
That's
To the colonic daily farm. Thanks, you guys.
Oh, thanks for that.
Shit.
So you guys put up with a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, such a pleasure.
Forward to
But hey, look, pretty soon we're gonna be taking care of you guys. So
and
look forward to that.
just was Jacob, I just want to say, someday, looking back on it, you rewatch this and you realize you didn't mean us at a point. I'm looking forward to say hi again in person. Okay, or just
Hell
below.
yeah. I can't wait to actually meet you guys. Great call back.
Done some more.
Oh my god, I
James,
really
it's great
appreciate you
coming on,
guys.
Bye, Phil.
So
Twice
much
from
fun. I'm on bail.
Yeah, what's your Venmo so we can
Comedy
stack your
Corner.
comments, dude?
Yeah, bail. Free Jake.
Remember, to win the jackpot, correctly match 5 number is a... There's number 4. To win the jackpot, correctly match 5 white balls. This is 7 now, 7 now. And next up is a... Come on!
The schmuck doesn't know what's happening.
25. There's just 1 more white ball, and here it is.
Here we go.
You're a child.
Don't tell me, Jacob. It isn't me.
I'm sure John started every fight since 1940.
38.
Well, it's ridiculous.
Are you struggling with the chronic condition of midday focus drift? Do you suffer from performance anxiety brought on by jitters and crash syndrome? If so, speak to your physician today about Dubby. D-U-B-B-Y. Individuals consuming Dubby may experience immediate and potent side effects, including, but not limited to, unexplained surges of clear, sustained energy, a sudden, laser-like cognitive focus, enabling complex multitasking, and inability to experience the typical sugar crash associated with competitors, significantly enhanced reflexes, and a persistent, overwhelming, and potentially disruptive desire to dominate your opponents in life and in game. Do not consume Dubby if you are allergic to winning. Get the focus that's clinically proven to give you the edge. Visit dubby.gg and use code CORONER for 10% off.